Today I'll be talking about basic training of a World War II soldier. Let's get into it. Basic training is 12 weeks for an average World War II soldier. During basic training, World War II recruits consist of almost 16 hours of training a day. Platoons of recruits sleep, eat, and learn together, and they even do hours upon hours of physical fitness training as a unit. Following commands, they practice some of their basic skills over and over: marching, loading, unloading, cleaning their weapons, and more. Over 16 million people went through the recruiting process. About 39% of recruits volunteered to serve. The others were drafted to serve. As each new group of servicemen deployed, many of them were anxious about what lied ahead. Their training, however, taught them to stick together and make the most out of whatever situation it was. An act of parliament was necessary to increase numbers for fighting in the war and basic training. The Armed Forces Act made all able men between ages 18 and 41 liable for basic training. Some of their skills were map reading, military writing and reporting, fieldcraft, range estimate, target description, and other skills. They met their section commander, who they learned and respected and feared. A bunch of recruits made their way through a long and not very private process of getting checked out to ensure their physical capabilities of enduring the difficulties of basic training and combat. The idea of getting into tip-top shape was not to make the recruits look good in uniform. It was to make them deadly. It could save their lives. Physical training had obvious benefits of strengthening their bodies and more. For many men, the physical side of things was the easy part. There were also rules to memorize and skills to perfect. Recruits training on an obstacle course, usually carrying their trusty M1 Garand rifles. The weapon usually weighs about 10 pounds and feels much heavier by the end of the day. By the end of the day of training, recruits felt like the rifle was almost a part of them. With its 8-shot clip and high degree of accuracy, the M Garand was a nightmare to the opposite forces when shot by a skilled shooter. No one ever said it was going to be easy. Recruits trained to do all sorts of things with full packs, bayonets, M1s, and plenty of ammo clips. Being able to scramble across ropes and vines gave men a whole new idea of the word tough meant. Another part of training of recruits was to learn to put another man on the ground before they could do the same thing to them. In the training camps, new servicemen went under physical conditioning. They were drilled in the basic elements of military life and trained to work a part of the team. They took tests to determine their talents and skills, and they were taught more functional skills. Anti-craft teams, desert troops, and other unique units received additional instructions at special training centers. They started with a skeleton force and ended up with a military cougar worthy of superpower. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys learned something new about World War II.